We used Google to research the thriller genre through reading about the history of thriller and other thriller films.
IMDb was a useful website to research thriller films and the conventional actors and directors, as was Wikipedia.
College intranet provided us with information and links uploaded by our teacher to help us. PowerPoint presentations helped us to understand how to make a successful thriller opening title sequence.
We used YouTube to watch thriller opening title sequences, which we then analysed. This gave us inspiration for our own opening title sequence.
We researched into film age classification using the BBFC site. This helped us to recognise our potential thriller film target audience.
We used the Flip Video Ultra camera to record our pictures of when we shared ideas with the class. We then uploaded them onto YouTube and our blog.
We used the blog to store all of our work, which helps our group to communicate outside of the lesson.
The prelim exercise was very useful because it gave us a chance to get to grips with the camera and how to use the exposure, white balance and focus. We used the Sony HC7 and it was a simple camera to use on manual. The prelim exercise let us experiment with different camera shots and trying to do continuity filming. The filming process for our final piece went very well because we got lots of shots that connected with the thriller genre, such as low angles, high angle shots, which added suspense and expressed power and weakness. We also got lots of long shots of Kipp looking at the girls. This adds fear and mystery to the OTS. We also recorded Foley sound on Manta's professional recording equipment. We used this because we needed to make the main character seem more psychotic and also make our piece more dramatic. In our opening title sequence, we used the title to show who made and starred in the film, as well as the title. We used the website DaFont to search for the right type of font and chose Helvetica. We chose this because it suited the film and looked bold.
In post-production of our piece, the software I used was Adobe Premiere. Within Premiere there is a range of different tools and effects that I used to create atmosphere. This mainly served as the point which put everything together. The music, sound effects, whispers and titles were all layered on the video, which was cut and put in order. The titles were placed in tandem with the video, using negative space to help the idea that they're part of the film world. Using techniques such as linear wipe, Gaussian blur and scale movement, I was able to make the titles come to life. The main sound effects we had were the camera shutter sound and the whispers of girls in Harry's head. The camera shutter sound alone sounded too weak, so I doubled it up with a dark, crunchy smash sound to make it seem more sinister. The whispers were layered in two ways, one to add reverb and one to add repeated echo to the whispers, both done so it was clear that they were in Harry's head. The main visual effect created was a synthetic camera flash. This was done by very suddenly increasing the brightness to a very high point and then decreasing it back to normal as the picture is taken. When the brightness comes back down, it has changed to a new shot. To add a bit more realism, I added a lens flare, placed coming from the position of the studio lighting on the effect. This makes it feel like the flash is being generated from somewhere and is not just a rise in brightness. After colour correcting and rendering before my final check through, the piece was completed.